Let's start with verse 11. So then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, when you take the census of the children of Israel for their number, then every man shall give a ransom for his soul to the Lord, so there may be no plague among them when you number them. This is what everyone among those who are numbered shall give: half a drachma according to the drachma of the sanctuary. A drachma is 20 obals. The half drachma shall be an offering to the Lord. Everyone included among those who are numbered from 20 years old and above shall give an offering to the Lord. The rich shall not give more, and the poor shall not give less than a half drachma when you give an offering to the Lord to make atonement for your souls. You shall take the money of the offering of the children of Israel and give it for the service of the tabernacle of testimony, that it may be a memorial for the children of Israel before the Lord to make atonement for your souls. You probably think, well, what in the world does that have to do with anything in our own lives or in the New Testament? I was going to pass over it, started thinking about it and asking myself a few questions. And I'm a visual person. I like to visualize things. So I want to think, okay, what is this half a drachma that he's talking about? In most translations that are based on the Hebrew text, it will say half shekel. It'll say half shekel according to sanctuary's shekel. So shekel is a unit of weight, and in this case, it's talking about a lot of times money like the British pound was a weight of silver. In this case, a shekel is a weight of silver. It's and there was a standard of the tabernacle or the sanctuary, a standard of weight applied to that for silver coin. And I just read from the Orthodox Study Bible, it said half of a drachma, and actually, I don't know why the Orthodox Study Bible translates it that way, because what it actually says is half of a double drachma, didrachma. So it's so other translations will say that, or half shekel from the Hebrew. So this is also, we take a look. This is touched on again, Exodus 39, where I think the significance of this becomes a little clearer for those who are trying to follow this technically, and actually will become significant when we get to a New Testament connection here. Exodus 39, starting in verse 2. The offering of silver from the numbered men of the congregation was 100 talents and 1,775 shekels, 1 drachma per head, being half a shekel according to the holy shekel. For everyone surveyed in the tally from 20 years old and up to the number of 603,550. The 100 talents of silver were used to cast the 100 capitals of the tabernacle and the capitals of the veil, 100 capitals to the 100 talents, a talent to a capital. So this is it's a head tax, silver, and it's men who were over the age of 20. So it says here that, well, first of all, what is a shekel? Okay, a half shekel would be about the same as think of a U.S. coinage, a silver quarter. So if you think about the size of a quarter, that's roughly a half shekel. So a half shekel would be like a quarter of an ounce of silver. It might be worth, I don't know, silver $26 an ounce right now. So that might be worth $5, something like that in U.S. currency. So every man over the age of 20 paid the same amount. So this was only for men, only for the age of 20. And it says that it's tied into the census. And so, well, what census are they talking about? What's this all about? You see what they did with the silver. It went into construction of parts of the temple, the things that were made out of silver. A few things here. Every person paid the same amount. So this wasn't an income tax. This was a flat head tax. So the poorest person paid the half shekel, and the richest person paid the half shekel. It was the same exact amount for every person. And perhaps the reason for that, I think, well, that's not fair. That's a lot of money for a poor person, but that's nothing for a rich person. Well, it says here that it was based on, it says it's a ransom for your soul to make atonement for your soul. So it was the same amount for every single person because it was tied into a ransom. So get the idea that the ransom for a rich person's soul and a poor person's soul is exactly worth as much. Every soul has the same value in the eyes of God as every other soul does. And the word that's used, ransom, here, well, this is the second place in the Septuagint that is used. The first place we encounter it in Exodus 21. So get an idea, this word is very important in the New Testament, to get an idea visually of what this means. And Exodus chapter 21, verse 28, it says, if a bull gores a man or woman to death, the bull shall surely be stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the bull shall be acquitted. But if the bull tended to gore in times past, and it was made known to its owner, but he did not keep it confined and killed a man or woman, the bull shall be stoned, and its owner shall be put to death. So, see, you know, if you imagine somebody, we don't have bulls around here, but some people have pit bulls, okay? They got these vicious, I'm sorry, some people think pit bulls are wonderful little dogs, but they have a bad reputation, pit bulls around here. So if you have a pit bull and it has a tendency to maul children who come to the door, and it does this, then you know, the idea would be that not only the animal would be held responsible, but the owner would be held responsible too, because he should know better. And so it says here that so the owner would be killed. And then it says, but if a sum of money is imposed on him, then he shall pay the amount imposed so as to redeem his life. So the man who owned the bull who was goring other people says, all right, you're going to have to pay the death sentence. But the injured party says, well, if you pay me $10,000, then I'll let you keep your life. And so he's redeeming his life. This is a picture of what it means to redeem. The person's redeeming their life with a payment. And this is the same word that's used for, they're paying this half shekel silver tax to redeem their life, their soul from destruction. This is the same word that's used in Matthew chapter 20. We read that during the Lord's Supper, where Jesus said, whoever desires to become great among you, let him be your servant. Whoever desires to be first among you, let him be your slave, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for many. It's the same exact word in Greek, Matthew 20, verses 26 to 28. So it's helpful for me if I can see in another context what this word means. The picture, I think the picture of the person who's been sentenced to death and he's allowed to make a payment, or the people who are, the census is going to be taken to redeem the price of their souls.